guys, Limelight Capital here, back for another video. So this is going to be another Reddit DD Read Aloud post, another post by CRAYONS, who is the GOAT, in my opinion. I'm not sure whether it's a guy or a girl, but the posts that they make are fantastic, always coming through with clutch information. Just a reminder, guys, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're not already, leave your thoughts on this down in the comments below. We'd love to see some interaction on these videos. And again, the channel is not monetized. I do these videos to help fellow apes like myself. I learn better by reading. You know what I mean? Not by reading, I'm sorry. I learn better by listening versus reading. I know that there's people out there like that as well. My ADD gets the best of me sometimes when I'm reading, and I kind of get lost in it. And I'm sure there's people that commute to work and stuff that like listening to these. I have gotten some good feedback on the Super Snog Reddit page. People definitely appreciate these videos, so I'm going to keep pumping them out when I can, guys. So yeah, let's just jump right into it here. So the title of this post is, looks like the recent Robinhood class action short interest report just proves username Broca's data, that the shorts haven't covered, that they hid short interest through deep in the money calls, and that short interest is a minimum of 226%. Again, this is from username CRAYONS, one of the GOATs. He does have some edits here, which I'm not going to read until the end, just because obviously they were posted afterward. So part 1, GameStop short interest is a minimum of 226%. Shorts were hidden with deep in the money calls. Way back in time, since many of you probably feel like you've aged over the years, over the course of the last 6 months, there was a blip of 226% short interest in January. Many believed it was a glitch. There's a screenshot that shows it. Allegedly, there is another edit here, but again, I'm going to read these at the end. Allegedly, per a class action lawsuit against Robinhood, the short interest was 226% upon January 15th, 2021. Another screenshot that's from the lawsuit that shows the 226% short interest. Put yourself in the short hedge fund shoes. You have a shitload of retail buy pressure going on. You're way overshorted. What do? Do you cover? Pfft, nah, that's way too much. It's impossible to cover. You're absolutely screwed. Lucky for you, the SEC has identified malicious options practices which can be used for just an occasion to make it appear that you've covered. Let's say you want to make it appear that you covered your short. You can perform a buy right trade with a bona fide market maker. Who might help you out as a bona fide market maker? Citadel might come to mind. In parentheses, not saying it's them, just an example since they're well known. The trade ends up being the following. 1. Trader A, who needs to hide their short position, enters the buy right trade with Trader B, Citadel. 2. Trader A sells a deep in the money call to Trader B, Citadel. 3. Trader A simultaneously buys shares from Trader B, Citadel. 4. Trader A now appears to have purchased shares to cover their short position, and Trader B, Citadel, gets a small amount of cash in return. So they tend to trade deep in the money calls that have little to no open interest, so that the trade is almost guaranteed to be below Trader A and Trader B. Trader B tends to exercise these calls on the same day, and that is exactly what we've been seeing because call open interest does not increase. The net effect on this is that Trader B has looped around their shares and sold them to Trader A, and then got them back through exercising the call. Meanwhile, Trader A has covered their original short position, and they are now short the call, meaning it is now a synthetic short. Here is the supporting text from the SEC itself if you want to verify for yourself. A report from 2013 titled Strengthening Practices for Preventing and Detecting Illegal Options Trading Used to Reset Reg Show Closeout Obligations. So there's screenshots here. There's highlighted parts. I'm just going to read those. Assuming that X, Y, and Z is a hard-to-borrow security and that Trader A or its broker-dealer is unable or unwilling to borrow shares to make delivery on the short sale of actual shares, the short sale may result in a failed-to-deliver position at Trader A's clearing firm. Trader A might next enter into a trade that gives the appearance of satisfying the broker-dealer's closeout requirement, but in reality allows Trader A to maintain its short position without ever delivering on a short sale. This is done through the use of a buy right trade, but may be also done as a married put and may incorporate the use of short-term flex options. These trades are commonly referred to as reset transactions, in that they have the effect of resetting the time that the broker-dealer must purchase or borrow the stock to close out a fail. The trader has no intention of meeting his delivery obligations. The price in these transactions is determined so that the short seller pays a small price to the other market maker for the trade, resulting in no economic benefit to the short seller for the reset transaction other than to give the appearance of meeting his delivery obligations. Trader A may enter a buy right transaction consisting of selling deep in the money calls and buying shares of stock against the call sale. By doing so, Trader A appears to have purchased shares to meet the broker-dealer's closeout obligation for the fail to deliver that resulted from the reverse conversion. In practice, however, the circumstances suggesting that Trader A has no intention of delivering shares and is instead reestablishing or extending a failed position. Trader A may be engaging in buy rights with a known counterparty, such as a market maker. Trader A sells calls to Trader B, and Trader A buys shares from Trader B. On the same day of the buy right, Trader B will almost in every case exercise the deep in the money options it bought from Trader A in order to eliminate the short position created by selling shares to Trader A in the buy right transaction, negating Trader A's purchase of those shares. The two counterparties trade deep in the money calls with little to no open interest, so that Trader A knows that when Trader B exercises its calls, Trader A will be the one assigned on the exercised calls. To the broker-dealer or clearing firm, it may appear that Trader A's purchase in the buy right has allowed the broker-dealer to satisfy its closeout requirement. So they can utilize deep in the money calls to hide their short positions. We don't care about identifying Trader A and Trader B in this case, just the fact that trades occurred on these deep in the money call strikes and that open interest is unaffected the day thereafter. That's enough to support the above theory that they're utilizing this practice to make it appear that they've covered their short position. Check out what username Broca's data identified. Tons and tons of deep in the money calls were traded in January prior to short interest dropping off a cliff. By my estimations, about 1.1 million call open interest was traded prior to January 29th short interest report date. So there is a chart from Brokaw which shows the massive amount of call open interest back in January. The short interest report date of January 29th matters because that is the cutoff when FINRA will require settlement of short interest numbers for the next short interest report date. The next short interest report date following January 29th settlement is February 12th. And we can see that after the mayhem of deep in the money call purchases, short interest dropped from 226% on January 15th to 30% upon February 12th. There's a screenshot that shows the 30% short interest. With the differences in short interest from 226% on January 15th down to 30.2% on February 12th, we can assume that they have not covered their short position, but rather hid their short position in synthetics if we can come up with a roughly equivalent short interest from the approximate deep in the money call purchases. The float of GameStop in January was approximately 57 million shares. Or 58 million shares. The estimated deep in the money call open interest that was swapped is 1.1 million open interest, or 110 million shares worth, which then gives an estimated short interest reduction of 110 million divided by 57 million equals 190% shorts hidden. 190% shorts hidden between January 15th and February 12th report date. And since short interest on February 12th was 30%, then that gives a grand total of 190 plus 30, 220.38 short interest per estimations. That's dangerously close to the reported 226 from January 15th. So with that in mind, do you think they covered? So I'm going to go up and read the edits real quick here. The first edit, he said, edit numbers from Robinhood case are alleged so far not proven. I cannot edit the post title. That being said, results of the deep in the money calls comes up with roughly the same 226%, which is quite telling. We also see that the Philadelphia exchange is used to buy and exercise these calls almost immediately, exactly as outlined in the SEC document on how to shift the short position to synthetic. So there wasn't another edit here. Thank you for everyone's replies. We must consider this is all speculative and not proven. So yeah, guys, this is just a short one here. I did find it very interesting, and if this again, CRAYONS did make it clear in those edits that this is alleged information in the Robinhood lawsuit. It's not 100% certified, but again, most of this data that, especially CRAYONS, this guy, I keep saying this guy, but this person is very, very meticulous about their data. So I don't believe that they would be making this post, if the data was not logical at least. So, this is just more confirmation bias, guys. It really boils down to the fact that, all the data, whether it's alleged, proven or not, is leading to looking like the shorts have not covered. We've been battling this out for 6 months now, and with all these new regulations like 002 and 005 coming in, there's and the Russell rebalancing, which just happened today. We saw a nice huge candle at the end of the day, which could have been due to the Russell rebalancing or not. We're not sure, but yeah, guys, I just wanted to get this information out to you. I'm going to keep pumping these videos out whenever I have the free time. Again, I just want to just because this was a short video, I want to just talk for a couple minutes about my personal experience with GameStop. You know, I do have a lot of nostalgia for the company, but when this situation started arising, I am a January ape, if you want to call it. On Reddit, that's what we say, like what month you joined. I did join the movement, and I consider it a movement. I do. This is not about, it's not primarily about money for me. You know what I mean? Obviously, money would be great. You know what I mean? But this has become more of, a movement to fight the corrupt hedge funds, market makers, and potentially institutions like the DTCC that run the financial markets in this country. I am not solely in it for the money anymore. I am dedicated. I buy shares when I can, when I have the extra money, and I pump these videos out to try to help the community. I want this information to get out. I want normal people, and more and more normal people to start realizing that our financial markets are in such a bad state right now and have been since 2008. A lot of people think that the streets were cleaned up in '08 and institutions were held accountable and the bailouts and all that. Like, people don't really understand. And at risk of sounding like a conspiracy theorist, I want this information to get out. People need to wake up and realize that things are not as they seem. We have crooks, literal criminals at the helm of our financial markets, and they're causing, they've shut down so many companies, cancer research companies that were on the brink of finding cures to cancer. Like, this is really immoral and criminal stuff here, guys. So, again, I hope so. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this helps. Even if it helps one person, it'll be worth my time. Again, please leave support on the channel. Not for me, but just leave the support on the channel just so other people can get exposure to this and the information can get out, guys. Again, I will continue making these. If they help, please leave your thoughts. I will keep posting this on Reddit as well. And stay strong, guys. I know a lot of people, the FUD lately has been, people are getting tired, and it's, been a long 6 months. And, I agree. I'm mentally worn down from, from researching and, all the effort that I put into this. But, again, it'll be worth it, when the tides turn. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to make another video later tonight, another DD post. But, yeah, guys, look out for the next video. Keep supporting the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your night.